What is going on, everybody? It's Chapowgo, and today in this video we're going to teach you the newcomer tricks, a little bit of Pokemon history, and what to look for when you're opening a pack of Pokemon cards. I have a couple of cards laid out that we're going to really dive into and see what these symbols mean, what the cards stand for, and overall, what type of things you want to look for when you are opening a pack of Pokemon cards. The first card I want to show you guys is this Druddigon. Now, this is an awesome looking card. First of all, I love the art on the card.
And that's all that matters, is if you like it, that is the card for you. So if you like it, keep it.
I love the art on this card. Let's kind of dive into it and find out exactly what everything means on the card. So what we have here is we have a TG09, and I can leave a little arrow right up to it. And what that means is Trainer Gallery 9 out of 30. Let me actually take a second and get this card situated somewhere stable. I'm going to be using a pencil eraser to kind of point at a couple of the things. So we see down here, TG09/TG30. And what that stands for is Trainer Gallery. I can show you guys a picture of another Trainer Gallery card over here. What Trainer Gallery means is that it's a full art card, and it's usually put out into the collection to show a little bit more about a trainer or a Pokemon. I personally love the Trainer Gallery cards. And we can move on over to this symbol here. And that symbol represents what collection the card is from. That basically is going to show you what set that the card came from. This card actually came from the set Silver Tempest. So that symbol right there means Silver Tempest. And we can look at another card to compare what set that is from. This Pokemon card here is from the Pokemon Go booster box. It's specifically the Mewtwo Pokemon Go booster box, and I will actually show you what that looks like right there. This is a really cool card because, one, it is from the Pokemon Go collection, and if you look here at this other value, the set number, there are 78 cards in the set, and this card is 86 out of 78. This card is actually not part of the collection. What it means is that this is a secret rare card. Shown by this star right here, we know that it is a rare, and specifically a gold star. This card is actually part of a secret addition to the collection that has a higher value in the first place of this fraction. You have got your hands on a good card. So that is one thing I look for. If the number here is higher than the second number, it's part of a secret rare collection, and that is one that you definitely want to put into a card sleeve as soon as you can. But for right now, we're going to go over what this F means. It actually signifies whether the card is legal for tournament play. So if you ever go and bring your cards to a card tournament, they may say F cards are allowed. However, D cards are not allowed. And I'll place a card with the letter D right here for us to see. This is also part of a secret rare collection, 185 cards in the collection, and this is the 203rd card printed, meaning that it is part of a secret rare collection. And that letter D might tell somebody that this card is not legal for tournament play. And you may want to go through your deck if you plan on playing in a tournament to make sure you don't have any of these cards labeled with the letter that is forbidden in that tournament. And that brings us to the next thing that I look for when I'm opening a pack of Pokemon cards. Usually, I love trainer cards. I love any type of trainer cards that are secret rare and shiny. Of course, everybody loves the shinies, but even if your card is not shiny, you might encounter a card like this. And a normal collector might say that this card is junk. But if you inspect the small symbols down here at the corner, it could be telling, and this might be a rare card. Let's zoom in and see what we find. After zooming into this card, we see that it is part of a collection that may be Darkness Ablaze. The letter F shows that it may be legal for tournament play depending on the tournament. Our number 126 out of 195 means it's a standard card in the collection. But what do we have here? Something that we've had on a lot of cards, that is the star. So what the star actually means is that the card is in fact a rare card. It's not a card that you would encounter very often. And I would recommend being gentle with this card because you never know. A card with a star might be more valuable than you think. And let's take a look at another card and see what we find. Perfect. I believe we've got a card right here that we can look into. It's a beautiful holo card, and it has something weird here in the symbol. Let's dig in and see what it's all about. we've zoomed into the card, and it looks like there's a symbol here that does not match the collection we pulled the card from. It is a star in a place that is not usual, and if you actually notice, there is not a rarity symbol here. So how do we know that this card is rare? It has a star here and it's labeled promo, usually a promotional card that's placed at the beginning or the show card for a set, and sometimes very hard to find. I value the promo cards, and when I do encounter a card with the promo star, I do sleeve it. Let's zoom out of this card and see if there's any more details that might be telling. So I've zoomed out of the promo card that we were just looking at, and I actually noticed something I'd like to share with you guys. If you can look closely, you can see a line across the holographic mark, right there near his mouth and what appears to be his left fin. That is something that a card collector will look for and will ultimately bring down the value of this card because the printer had some sort of defect. Although I love the card, I would definitely think twice about having this card graded. There is a line across the card. What grading means is they take your card and instead of putting it into a case like this, which is very helpful and very protective, they put it into an impenetrable shield that marks the name of the card, how rare it might be, and the condition of the card. People who find really sought after cards tend to get them graded to preserve them longer. And that brings us to another card, the Sandy Gast. This card is considered a standard card or a non-rare card. Let's zoom into this card and take a look. So, following what we learned, the card set here, which I believe is Darkness Ablaze, the symbol F for tournament play, 199 out of 195, meaning this card is within the collection, and it has this circle here. What that circle means is that it is not in fact a rare card. This card is considered a common card. Great for play, but maybe a collector would think twice about saving this card for a long time. That is, unless you really like the card, because no matter what rarity is marked here, if you like the card, that is a card worth keeping. So let's zoom the camera back out and see if there's anything else we can share. You now know how to identify a card, look for printer defects, and identify each of these symbols in the bottom of the card to determine if your card is a rare or if your card is part of a certain collection, or maybe it is a secret rare or a secret shiny. Thank you guys for watching, but if you stuck around this long, we're going to open a pack live and identify if we can pull a rare. The pack that I've decided to pull is a Sword and Shield Silver Tempest. Let me get everything cleaned up real quick and we'll go ahead and get started. As a new player myself, I had to go through a lot of these things and learn them, so I might as well share them with you guys. Let's open this Silver Tempest pack and see if we can pull out a rare. The code card is always contained on the back of the pack, and a lot of times people show the code card to people who play online, and that is something we'll get to eventually. Another trick that people like to do is they take 4 cards from the back and place them onto the front, which leaves the rare card to be in this position in the back. So it makes it a lot more fun, and we can pull the cards as we usually would. Energy! A pile of bricks. Pretty cool card there, Ferrothorn. The Leafy Camo Poncho. The Sunkern. The Baltoy. Beldum. Murkrow. Oh my goodness, I accidentally exposed something there. Ooh, I think I saw something good. Murkrow. Finnegan. Oh my gosh! The Radiant Terracina. This is beautiful. Look at the holo on that card, and we need to get this card placed up there to identify what we have. And I think I see something peeking beneath. Whoa. Whoa, the Regidrago V card. This is awesome. Let's get both of these cards placed up here and see what we have pulled. I've got everything cleaned up a little bit. Let's zoom into this Radiant card and see what it's about. All right, so we've got the Radiant Terracina card into the display case. And what we see here is that it is from the Silver Tempest collection. The rank for tournament play is F. And what we have here is 16 out of 195 with a silver star, meaning this card is not a secret rare as it is part of the collection, but it is an ultra rare, because we do not have a typical black star on this card, we have a shiny star, meaning that this Radiant Terracina card is actually a very sought after card and needs to be in a card case immediately. So the next card we pulled was the Regidrago, and I'm already zoomed in here. I apologize if we are a little bit blurry. We can see it is from the Silver Tempest pack. It is ranked F for tournament play, and it is 135 out of 195, meaning it is a card contained in your typical collection or set. But we do have a silver star here, which also is an ultra rare. Let me zoom this back out and we'll talk about a conclusion. My conclusion with these cards is that we had what is called a double hit. You could not ask for a better pack opening than this. We received a Radiant card that is absolutely beautiful and a Regidrago V card. On my next video, we'll talk about what V cards mean, what GX cards mean, what V-Star cards mean, and why trainers are my favorite card. Stick around for more, and thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. If you made it here, leave a comment down below, and I'll pick somebody and send them a card. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one.